Okay, good evening. If I could have your attention, please. We have with us at the front, we have NASCAR Executive Vice President and Chief Racing Development Officer Steve O'Donnell, and also Joey Chitwood, who is President of Daytona International Speedway. And at this time, let's hear from Joey. Joey.
Thank you, Kerry. Obviously, the first thing is our thoughts and prayers go to Kyle. The last thing that we ever want to see is a competitor injured here at the Daytona International Speedway. So our thoughts and prayers go to him. The Daytona International Speedway did not live up to its responsibility today. We should have had safer barrier there. We did not. We're going to fix that. We're going to fix that right now. We've had the team out tonight. We're going to install tire packs along that 850-foot linear square foot of wall so that we're prepared to go racing tomorrow. Following that, the Daytona International Speedway is going to install safer barrier onto every inch at this property. This is not going to happen again. We're going to live up to our responsibility. We're going to fix this, and it starts right now.
Steve?
Yeah, from our perspective, obviously, want to echo what Joey said and thoughts and prayers with Kyle and his family. Certainly wishing him a speedy recovery. And as Joey said, you know, from our perspective, what happened tonight should not have happened. That's on us. We're going to fix it, and we're going to fix it immediately. I think you heard from Joey where we stand from Daytona. I think we all know that racing is an inherently dangerous sport, but our priority is safety, and we'll continue to put things in place that make this sport as safe as possible.
Thank you, Steve. We'll take a handful of questions. If you raise your hand, please limit yourself to one question. We'll start with Mike Embry, back in the back. Raise your hand, Mike, in the garnet shirt. And we'll come up here to Kenny Bruce. You can get the mic over there, Neil. Mike Embry and then Kenny Bruce. Go ahead, Mike.
Mike Embry, USA Today. Joey, is there a reason beyond cost why this hasn't been done before, why all the walls haven't been covered?
I don't have a good answer for that. Safer barrier should have been there tonight. We're going to fix that. We don't want to see any competitors injured here, and we have to fix that moving forward, and we can't allow this to happen again.
Let's go to Kenny right here on the front row, and then we'll go to Dave Kallman.
Kenny Bruce from NASCAR.com. Steve, since you guys have been the ones that have worked closest with the group that deals in the safer barriers, have you all ever been told that it would be unwise to place safer barriers in certain parts of a racetrack?
We have, Kenny, and I think it goes to NASCAR is not the only sanctioning body that races at a specific track. I'd use Eldora, for instance, where a safer barrier was looked at but wouldn't been the safest solution. One of the other challenges is that there's a lot of other racing series that race at some of the racetracks we race at, but I wouldn't say it's a very common occurrence.
Let's go to Dave Kallman. Dave's question was answered. Let's go over here to the far right. If we could get a mic over here to Claire B. Lang. Microphone over here, please, Nate. Neil, excuse me.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Joey, you talked about we're going to fix this now. How much discussion has there been over time over fixing this previously? How much debate or, you know, looking at financials or whatever to get it fixed before, like you're saying now, it needs to be done?
You know, for us, we really can't look at financials as a reason for this. We've got to have a venue in which we can put on NASCAR racing and have competitors be safe. And we put in safer barrier over a number of different years. But again, we have to fix this right now. We're going to fix it for tomorrow. We've got the team out there tonight with the tire packs. We're going to be ready for tomorrow's race. And come Monday, we're going to start the plan so that we can put safer barrier everywhere here. And finances don't come into the play. That's really not a question. We're going to get this fixed, and we're going to make sure we're ready for the next event here.
We're going to take two more questions upstairs in the press box. Dustin Long has one, and we'll finish right here with Mike. Go ahead, Dustin.
Dustin Long, NBC Sports. For Steve, we've just heard Joey say that he's going to put safer barriers all around this track. There are a lot of tracks on the circuit that do not have safer barriers. Is this going to become a NASCAR mandate? Or is this something that NASCAR is going to start talking to tracks about and covering more of its walls with safer barriers from this point moving forward?
Well, I'll answer the last part first. We always have those conversations with the racetracks, and the racetracks know that and work together with us on the safer barrier recommendations. So what we've said here tonight is we will accelerate those talks with the tracks. We want this sport to be as safe as possible for not only our drivers, but everyone who participates in the sport and the race fans as well.
Take two more, Mike, and then we'll finish with USA Today.
Mike Neff from frontstretch.com. Steve, we talk about the obligations or the recommendations from the sanctioning body. From a financial standpoint, does NASCAR help out the tracks when it comes to installing the barriers, or do they have to solely foot the financial bill for installing them?
The tracks pay for the actual installation. I would say, our responsibility in that process is looking at the latest technology that may be in place through our R&D center and our safety experts, but then it's working with the racetracks to actually install them.
Final question right there. Go ahead, sir.
Jeff Olson with USA Today. Joey, do you know in terms of feet or maybe percentage how much wall is covered and how much isn't?
I know that we've installed Safer Barrier in 5 different years, and at this point, I don't have the exact number, but it's in tens of thousands of linear feet. The first installation was 9,500 linear feet the first time we installed, and we've continued to add ever since. We added 2,400 linear feet last year following the Daytona 500.
Okay. Do you know in percentage, though, like how much of the wall is covered and how much isn't?
I do not.
All right.
Joey, Steve, thank you very much for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.